Like that was the last thing I was gonna hear this. Something came up, Tribeca, and after Tribeca was City College contacted me and was like, hey, we want you to come speak, at the school, talk about your film. We got a whole list of films that they're showing, and they picked mine out of the million.
Wow.
So I went to go speak. It was cool. It was nice talking to people, hearing their stories about their fathers and stuff. I feel like now I'm very much so comfortable in my shoes with my pops. I know where I stand as a man, where he stands as a man. It just came together well. It was a good journey. Yeah.
Great. What did you guys do when you first met? What was the activity you said?
You mean with the call?
No, you and your father. First initial.
What did you
What did you do?
We went to go eat. I'm gonna be honest. It was awkward. It was awkward, but it was me. He's the older me, so I could understand where he stands. I could understand the awkwardness. I could get awkward sometimes. It was uncomfortable. It was just weird, But that's my pops. I can't knock him for it. That's I have part of him and me. From her, it's 2 and 1. I can't. That's it. Yeah, I can't. Yeah. We ate fried chicken. We went to a fried chicken spot. It was good. We laughed. We had some cookies. He just asked me how I was doing. He just asked me a lot of weird questions, what kind of sports you playing? Did you have sex yet? Just catching up. He's catching up. He's like, are you almost done with school? Are you on track? I'm like, yeah, I'm good.
See?
It was cool.
He's trying to be a father.
Yeah.
He wants to know.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good little conversation. Yeah, that was it. But me and my friend, the person that you saw the first kid, we were really close. This film got us real close because I got to learn something about him and his family, and learn something about mine. To this day, we really close friends.
What about your friend with his father? The point is, I grow up, so I can identify. I grew up without a father. I don't know where my identity as a woman don't have that influence from a man. So it does bother you when you get older like me, that you might not be great with relationship because your father could give you some pointers. As a woman, look out for me because I'm a man. And it's very not good for us not to identify both parents. Mm-hmm. And I always get mad at my mom, but not technically. I say, Mom, I don't know the other half of me, and it does bother me.
I can't get mad at her because she did a fantastic job being a mother in general, because she raised 4 kids by herself. I got to
my mother raised 6.
She did a good job.
And we're pretty good.
Yeah.
She's great grandma, but the other day, funny enough, we never told. She said, "You want me to take you to go meet him? I'm too old for that."
But you're never too old, I want to say. And I grew up in a home with a mother and a father. And you look for your father. My father was very dominant, very handsome, very fun. So I found myself compelled to be with those same types of men, only to find out that now, going through different therapy sessions and talking to different psychiatrists, he was a narcissist. So I'm attracted to men who are there but not there. Yeah. And I had to, he was fine. I like fine men. That can be, I almost got robbed by a guy because he was fine. He was dapper too. He was like the dapper robber. Anyway, raising the children, I have 4. I have 2 more in the back. So they have a relationship with their father. He's coming to pick them up. And he's been in all the children's lives. I never left the father, never said bad things about the father. I'm only now talking about domestic violence. He's 19. I can say that. I'm not going to tell him anything bad. Because you know what? Time will tell. I'm not going to say anything bad. I was silent on that because I hear a lot of women, just like he does look like his father. And behind his back, he even got little characteristics like him. He's big now, so I can say that. But growing up, I never did that. Never, ever, ever let the door be open. If you want to call, if the father wants to come, I'm not going to stop that. You're not going to hear it here. But also, as a strong mother, I'm not having no nonsense with me. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? I'm not getting the tooth knocked out. none of that, I'll take self-defense. And so women have to make tough decisions, because you know it's a lot of fatherless homes. So it's always hard for a woman to say, look, somebody gonna get hurt real bad in here, it's not gonna be me. So you have to make that decision if you're going to, but it's difficult. First of all, it's 2 paychecks. 2 streams of money. You going into one, you gotta have a plan. You can't just, that's why a lot of women stay. But then the children could be on you. But having said that, sisters and brothers, fatherhood is really important. My father was awesome, even though like I said, I found out now, but he was a provider. He could fix stuff. If I could find a man that could fix stuff, I'd be happy. He could cook. He could fix cars. He showed me too. He was like, come here and watch. I was like, I don't want to see you change the oil. But wasn't that good later on when I got a car and somebody tried to jip me and it was like, oh, you need this, you need that. I was like, no, I don't. I need this, I need that. So I think those roles are important.
I've seen his work before, and I like, what he's. I wasn't able to sit through it today, but Kwanzaa is an amazing person. Period. And he won the Tribeca Film Festival with that fatherhood piece. I don't know if she told you that.
No.
Yeah, he was that year was.
Yeah, I was in it.
Yeah, and he won that. Also, he had another piece last year on being an artist that was also awesome. He's now going to school. Did he say that?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm kind of behind. We are going to now try to do. I'm not, nobody taught me about no technology, but I'm going to try to show at least one of the trailers, because we're going to kind of transition downstairs again. There's a workshop coming up that the next workshop is collaborating and creating films in Africa. Morocco Amari, Tony Abulo, Bobby Diggy, Una Unik, I think that's his name, right? And Natural Langdon. And it's a really good workshop because right now, if you're doing film and you're not thinking internationally, you are kind of behind the times, because there are some people who are doing just as well as some in Hollywood, and they are in Africa, Nigeria, and other places, South Africa, and there's a lot of opportunities there. And we can't limit ourselves to just allowing one place to validate our films. First of all, we shouldn't really be looking for others to validate. We have to, kind of, make our own paths, sort of.
Think outside the box.
Yeah, and think outside of the box. So I was excited about that because I collaborated for my first short with someone from Nigeria. Una, I say his name wrong. He was in him, because he told me his name was like Marvin or something, whatever. I found out his name was something else. So in my head, I'm always thinking the other name when I found out his other name. And he was very gracious. He didn't, the difference between, you beg people to do things, but he met me in 5 minutes. And then the next week he said, come and get the money. And I was like, wait a minute, but he's for real? Come and get the money. I was like, he don't even know me. He don't know my last name. He doesn't. Does he have my telephone number? I met him on the corner, and he's like, here. I said, wait a minute. Let me look at this. Was this Monopoly money? I just couldn't believe how gracious he was. And what's so funny about all of this, in terms of the mentality of different people have different mentality. But he has not even seen the film yet. And I'm like, you gotta see your own film. He just really knows what it is to be a producer and an investor. It's not all about you all the time. Sometimes you just want to see people grow, and you want to do it as many times as possible. So I do her, I do